What's up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, bringing you another first impressions episode. Yep, that's the third name for this freaking series, but I think I'm gonna stick with this one. I like it. So, first impressions, not first reviews, not first reactions, first impressions. But alright, here we go. This one is gonna be about a show that's actually pretty interesting. It's not a crime drama like its predecessor, which is the Netflix Daredevil show, which I'm going to review because I just finished that one up before I started watching this one. And, but yes, this one is more of a character-driven character study, I guess you could say. This is my first impressions of Jessica Jones, the Netflix Marvel show. Alright, so Jessica Jones is a pretty it's a pretty interesting show. I mean, it has its flaws, and it does feel like it's being kind of written as like an HBO show and not like a Marvel show. You know, because one thing with Daredevil, it still had that Marvel feel to it. It just had the grit and, like, you know, content, like maturity of like a HBO show. This show feels very different. It feels like an HBO take on a superhero show, if you get what I'm saying. It's probably because it's a different type of show. But I'm going to go over the positives first so far. I haven't seen the entire show. I'm only an episode. I've gotten through 3 episodes, because that's what I do for a first impression, 3 episodes. So, of course, the story revolves around Jessica Jones. She is an ex-superhero turned private eye, and basically she is dealing with, I guess, her supervillain, which would be Kilgrave, aka the Purple Guy, or the Purple Man. This show, I mean, again, it's interesting. I mean, and probably one of the most powerful villains so far that's not in a Marvel movie. I mean, because one of the cool things about Kingpin or Fisk was the fact that he was powerful without having any powers. That was what made him so awesome. Kilgrave is a bit different. Kilgrave actually has a power. It's a pretty terrifying power that he can actually control the minds of pretty much anybody in his vicinity depending on what he wants to do. And we see some pretty horrible ramifications of this, not only in people around her, but in Jessica Jones herself. But yes, this show is definitely a very character-driven show. And unlike Daredevil, where it's kind of really about the central plot, this show is more about the characters. Like the Daredevil Marvel show, it was about Daredevil, but it wasn't really, it was more about Daredevil's struggle to save the city. Whereas Jessica Jones is about Jessica Jones, and her struggle to, you know, deal with Kilgrave is part of that story, which is kind of what makes it interesting to me. It also has a pretty much a bit of a slower pace than Daredevil. So, all in all, I'm really thinking the show is going to be pretty good. I mean, it's probably going to pick up pace because Netflix shows have something I call Netflix pacing, which means they kind of start off and then they go in order to facilitate the marathoning that people usually do with Netflix shows. But yes, the show is actually pretty good. I would not, 2 things I would recommend you not do if you're going to watch this show. 1, don't watch Daredevil right before watching this show. Because if you're going to think that this is going to be like Daredevil because it's another Marvel show, you're going to be mistaken. It's not going to be like Daredevil. It's a lot slower pace. It's dark, but it's a different type of dark. So I would not advise you to watch Daredevil before watching this show. Go into this show blind. Don't watch the trailers, for God's sakes. The trailers will give you way too much information. I watched the 2 trailers that they had for this show, and I knew about the Purple Man. I knew about her getting with the other guy in the show. I'm not going to tell you that. I'll let you get to that. But I mean, it gave away big parts of the first 2 episodes of the show, which kind of sucked for me because I kind of wanted to go in kind of blind. So don't watch the trailers and don't watch Daredevil before, and don't go in expecting like some action-paced crime drama, because it's not. It's gonna be more of a drama with action elements. So yeah, definitely check this out. I'm definitely keeping this show. So as far as the anime impressions goes, I'm still doing those. It's just I think I bit off a bit more than I can chew when it comes to anime because I picked so many. So right now I'm only watching 2 anime from this season. That's well, I'll let you know because I'm gonna do reactions on both of those shows. So you're gonna see those soon. Of course, I'm on, I guess you can tell, Thanksgiving break. I took a little vacation after Thanksgiving, so I will be pumping out some videos. So it's gonna be awesome. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real.